Hey.
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 Well, I'm dropping them off to
School.
school.
You have lines on the side of your face.
Yeah, that's called zebras.
You're a zebra?
I'm a zebra. That helps me with color grading, so it tells me that I'm in the correct exposure. Otherwise, because you see it's kind of gray out.
Oh, stick your hand up again? Look at it.
Yeah. All right, so testing this new way for me to record instead of actually sitting in front of the camera. Now I'm actually going to take you along on kind of like my everyday, I guess, lifestyle vlog with a lesson or a talk or a topic or something of that sort. So let me know how that is. This is also a way for me to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Basically talking to a camera out in public. I'm sitting in my car right now and it's kind of awkward. I'm in my car, but what I hear often is people don't care. They're gonna see you and in the next 5 minutes, they're gonna completely forget about you. So this is really my goal, is just to get comfortable with this daily vlogging, I guess. Not daily, but vlogging in general. A part of this too is kind of talking to you about the initial hype of your goal. You know, I want to say a good majority of us get super excited, pumped that we have this ambitious goal that we're willing to tackle. But I want to say about 80% of us lose that spark because it's all based off motivation versus actual desire to achieve that goal. I mean, it's a lot more difficult to stay inspired and consistent. So this is part of my journey on doing all of that. All right, so I'm still getting used to this recording while I'm setting up. Now, there it is. All right, so again, still setting up, and I'm on this unit out in Downey, and I'm taking pictures for the property management company. And generally what I like to do is make sure all the lights are on. But really the topic of this video today is about motivation and how we all get motivated. We get into that mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna change my life, or I'm gonna achieve this goal. And it just starts to fade, starts to dwindle. And it becomes very difficult to stay motivated. You know, what initially got us motivated was that dream or that goal that we're looking to achieve. And it becomes hard. You know, so I gotta move all these paint cans here. So I'm a big fan of coffee, and I like to use this analogy or metaphor, if I'm using the word correctly, of what motivation is. So motivation is like a hit of caffeine. We get that instant boost of feeling good and things are about to change, and then it starts to dip. The initial boost that makes you feel, I'm gonna set this down here, and it doesn't last long. It's only a short burst of energy. So the truth is, most of us can't continue to maintain that motivation for a long period of time. It fades because there's a bunch of distraction, procrastination, discouragement, and easy excuses for us to say, oh, this is too difficult, or the motivation is not there. So I just finished doing a Matterport scan in an apartment complex out in Downey. And then I'll be out to Long Beach here to get 2 apartment units down there. You may not know this, there's 2 kinds of motivations. There's intrinsic, basically you're motivated because you love it, right? You love doing what you do, or you love doing whatever it may be. It comes from within. Other kind of motivation is called intrinsic, which is the external, the rewards that you get outside of it, the awards, recognition, things like that. Those are the 2 kinds of motivations that maybe you didn't know about. And for me, it's both. I love the creative aspect of everything that I do, but at the same time, being able to deliver something to a client and them just loving it, I think that's what keeps me going. Vlogging is a lot more difficult than I actually thought it would be. One, it's to record myself as I go. but also two, to focus on the job that I need to do, which is real estate photography. I don't know if I'm blowing out. Let me know if I'm blown out. I'm gonna maybe darken it a bit. There we go. How's that? But with that said, getting my thoughts out there and sometimes having to do 1 or 2 takes of it, that gets difficult. You know, we do need a bit of motivation when we start something, because that is essentially what think of it as a match, right? That motivation is a spark to whatever you need. But you need to develop consistency. You need to develop a routine, self-discipline. And that's the breath, the air that continues to fuel that fire to continue to grow. So that way you can hit that goal. Because just lighting the match, it's only temporary. It's going to burn out. The truth and no BS about motivation. Motivation doesn't matter if you feel like it or not. It's about showing up, being consistent, and doing what you need to do and putting it in the work, even though you don't feel like it. It's like a keypad. I have the keys in hand, just waiting for the key or the code to get into this unit where I'm going to be taking a picture of. You're never going to have enough motivation. Motivation is temporary. I don't know how many times I'm going to say in this video. I may cut it out, but motivation is temporary. When I was training for my Muay Thai fights, there were moments where I did not want to go to the gym. I was too tired, I was hurting, whatever it may be. But in those moments where you don't want to show up are usually what I find, at least for me, the most improvement, the most beneficial day of my training. And if I didn't show up, I wouldn't have gotten those experiences. So that's why those days where you feel like you're not really up to it, where you don't have enough motivation, then that's a sign for you to actually go out and do it. So what counts is really showing up day in and day out, even though you don't want to. You're really going to create those new habits of self-discipline, hard work, and that's what's going to move the needle. So remember that. So here's your takeaway from this. Motivation is a great way to kick it off, but don't rely on it solely. The ones who get it done, they're not the ones who stay motivated. They are the ones who stick it through no matter what. No matter if they don't feel good or they're just having a bad day, they develop those habits, develop the self-discipline to get it done. Whatever needs to be done, they get it done. I want to know, what is your biggest challenge with staying motivated? I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment down below, and if you like this style video, let me know, because this is something new that I'm trying out. So if you found some sort of value in this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I would love to continue creating this style video.